Hello, it's NINJADAN, and a crazy accomplishment has just been achieved. Pro player Diamond, who was known for verifying the 7th hardest level in the game, Sakupen Circles, the 24th hardest level in the game, Unknown, and is the first victor of the hardest level in the game, Avernus, just achieved a goal that we all thought was impossible, which was beating the challenging unnerfed version of Sakupen Circles. The unnerfed version of Sakupen Circles is much harder than its nerfed counterpart, mostly due to the infamous 15 CPS mini-wave spam section that very few people have passed even by itself, let alone beating the rest of the level, which is built out of extreme wave spam gameplay. The unnerfed version of Sakupen Circles is by far the hardest thing that has ever been completed in the game, and will probably remain so for years. However, the method that Diamond used to verify this level has left more than a few people questioning whether Unnerfed Sakupen Circles was beaten legitimately. As you can see here, Diamond uses a strange new method once he reaches the infamous spam part, which I believe is called pause buffering. This technique creates the use of a recent exploit that was found in the latest 2.2 build of the game, and allows for inputs to be held while the game is paused. Here Diamond pauses at a rapid pace, which allows him to readjust for the next input in the spam section before he crashes. Diamond starts this method once he reaches the infamous spam section, and it continues until he passes the blind double click section and turns back to normal speed at the end, which is said to be the easiest part of the level. Once the verification video was released, Diamond announced his new method and how it works, and he is aware that the new method is not a legitimate way to beat Sakupen Circles. He used the pause buffering method to raise awareness of this exploit, which could give a person an advantage over other players. He hopes that RobTop will notice and patch the bug, due to its now mainstream exposure to the community. Diamond also doesn't plan on beating the level without exploits because, in his words, the level is trash. This method for beating Unnerfed Sakupen Circles caused controversy within the Geometry Dash community, as this method makes very hard levels significantly easier to complete than what they were originally built to be, and could give players a significant unnatural advantage in the game, because the idea of Geometry Dash is that it's an automatic scrolling platformer, meaning that normally there's no way to slow down or stop moving to plan your next input, and this new technique finds a way around that game mechanic. Others, however, are in support of this new strategy, as the exploit is technically built into vanilla GD and does not require an outside client or hacking tool to gain advantage in the game, and therefore is more valid. Plus the fact that speedrun communities of other popular games allow glitches and bugs in games to increase speedrunning times, and this new exploit could work in much the same way. But despite what everybody thinks about this new method, the Demon List made a statement saying, "We will be banning the use of pause buffering to time inputs. This rule also applies to spam-based gameplay, which can be bypassed through pause buffering. So for now, there won't be any more pause buffering completions of difficult levels." Hopefully RobTop has noticed and plans to fix that bug soon anyway. But what does this mean for Diamond's Unnerfed Sakupen Circles completion? Well, technically, it has now been verified, but not in the way that most people would have liked to have seen it done. It feels similar to what a secret way verification would have been like back in the older days of Geometry Dash, and is not verified in the Demon List size either. Not that that matters, because there's no way that it'd ever be rated and placed on the Demon List anyway due to its legacy decoration. However, there's another player called Skylar who is also getting runs on Sakupen Circles without using the pause buffering technique, and has managed some incredible achievements on their way, such as completing the wave at 66% 8 times in a row, and they're also surprisingly consistent at the infamous spam, perhaps even more consistent than Diamond. But I still believe that is going to be a long time before Unearthed Sakupen Circles is properly verified. But that's all for this short video. I'll see you in the next NINJADAN whatever.